Welcome back, everybody, to what is this, episode 3? Happy, sad, good, and bad. Basically, I haven't really been doing a ton of my own channel recently. I've been mainly just like grinding poker since the last time I've made a video on this channel, and I've been doing a lot on that poker channel, So I've been busy, but yeah, the last video I believe we made was when Charlie Kirk died. That was the very last time. Sorry, let me switch my sound. So that's like the kind of videos that we make, that's kind of stuff that we talk about on these videos. I talk about my own life. I talk about the state of basically the country, the world, like just how I feel in general, because I don't have any other place to outlet these thoughts and these feelings. So I'm gonna do that while I'm, of course, I feel like it's only natural to make something very serious, like the topic of politics, religion, life, death, all that stuff, with something silly like Switch Golf, to just like kind of keep the mood balanced a little bit here and there. Because if I'm just talking about like all the heavy shit, then it gets really, I don't know, annoying quickly. And like, I don't really want to be in that kind of sense. But yeah, so just like from my life and my own personal perspective, I'm a weird person. If you guys haven't seen these episodes before, I talk about how basically like most of the time for, the most part, like my life is fine, but because I am so weird in that I tend to just empathize with people like very, very heavily. I can't just have my life be fine. I need for everything I see to be fine, for me to be fine. And of course, everything I see is shit. Therefore, I feel like shit a lot of the time. And, that's not great, but that's just kind of how I do feel. That's just kind of how I'm expressing my own, existence at the moment. But I guess we'll start off with this exact one thing. Like this was just like in my brain, like what would I talk about on a video like this today? Well, I remember when I was growing up in school, and I was like learning about things like World War I, World War II, and like Nazi Germany. And I was like, man, what would it be like to be a citizen of a country when you're like watching this stuff rise up? What would it like? How do you feel? How do you go about your day-to-day life? Like what are the things that are in your brain, when that's happening? And well, now I have firsthand experience. So it's perfect. I can tell you exactly how it feels to watch fascism and ignorance and hate and evil rise around you. It's like, wow, I was always curious, but I never actually really want to know. So, but hey, I guess I can answer the question now. It feels like you are, I mean, this is really, really funny too, because I said this, like this exact phrase, maybe in like, I don't know, 2017. It just felt like to me, the world was falling apart around me. Felt like everything was just like going completely fucking crazy and no one seemed to really give a shit, It seemed like as long as people got money to go to work or, they get money from work, they got, money for food, they got money for their life, their kids or this or that. It seems like everyone's kind of just chill. And I'm like internally just freaking out being like, bro, no, this is like not right now. Like things like don't feel right now. This is like, about 2017-ish. And it's about 9 years later from there. And that feeling has only exacerbated every single year since then. And I still feel like this, I mean, only can really say country because that's all I really have experience with. But I feel like this country is just completely fucking falling apart. And that the things that we used to hold as a nation that were like, respectable are just all gone, all fucking gone. We're basically an embarrassment to the world. It feels like, how does it feel to watch this shit go around you? It just feels like shameful and embarrassing. Shameful and embarrassing. I feel that's all I feel every day as an American now is shame and embarrassment. Like, I guess like I heard something about they're doing like lists and shit for people who speak out against the administration and against ICE and against this and against that. It's like, put me on your fucking list, bitch. Put me on your fucking list, bitch. Like I just every day I want to vomit. Every day I want to vomit, bro. Like I'm not gonna even bring it up today because this is HSGB, but I want to do some like random stuff that other YouTubers do where I'll like talk about, like this Reddit article or that Reddit article or this or that, because or like this Reddit post that talked about this article, because I see the most heinous fucking shit every goddamn day that just makes my stomach turn. It makes me want to fucking vomit, and that's where I basically am. I'm trying to do my own life. I'm trying to be a poker player and trying to grind, trying to do this. At the same time, I'm also trying to not like ignore everything around me. And every time I do pay attention, it just makes me want to fucking like close my eyes and never look at the world around me again, because it's all so disgusting. It's all so disgusting. Like, I mean, the fact that we're even here, I mean, check out this channel for like what I've even had. Like one of the very first things that I did was I covered the last, was it the last one? Or I think it was the debate between Kamala and Trump, and it's like, motherfucker, like if the answer wasn't obvious then to you, it was never gonna be obvious. And if the answer wasn't obvious to you in 2015, the answer wasn't gonna be obvious to you. Like if you ever, like this is basically like how I, like this is why I feel like I need to make this kind of fucking video, because I need to like really get these thoughts out here and like just let people understand, like, you know, if and when I if hey, maybe I will be immortal, if and when I pass, just let it be stated for the record that fuck Donald Trump, fuck all his administrations, and fuck you if you ever supported this shit. That's like basically all I really got to get the fuck out there. Fuck him, fuck you, fuck ICE, and fuck the reason why we are in this shit right now. Okay? That's basically how I'm feeling right now. Fuck all this shit. If you were ever for any of that MAGA shit, fuck you. Okay? If you were ever for putting on that red hat, fuck you. Now I'm not saying fuck you forever, like some people can't just change and shit, but like, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. And I say that to the bros, but it's like, bro, if you're a woman, double fuck you, you stupid idiot. Against your own best interest. If you are a minority, triple fuck you. Fucking morons. You fucking morons. To vote against your own personal interests. Now the stupid ass poor white people, at least that makes fucking sense. Okay? That shit makes sense. These stupid motherfuckers feel like they've like been robbed of some shit. But like to pull the ladder behind you as an immigrant, bro, like that's like the ultra fuck you. Like y'all are the actual worst of the fucking worst. The actual fucking worst of the worst. Because we know the white people gonna be evil. We fucking seen that shit for centuries. We get it. We know it. But for you, the minority, to be evil, like fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. And you have no one to blame but yourself at this point. You have absolutely no one to fucking blame but yourself at this point. If you were ever on that fucking train. If you were ever on that fucking train. If you were ever like, you know what, dude? This Donald Trump guy, he fucking speaks to me, then just like straight fuck you, bro. Just straight fuck you. That's all I can say. Like if you ever resonated with anything this motherfucker ever said, you're just a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser. All right? And you disagree with what I say? Fuck out of here then, bitch. Fuck out of here. You disagree with what I say. Oh, well, he's not like any politician I've ever heard. Okay. And like that's not a good thing, bitch. That's not a fucking good thing, you stupid assholes. Like when was that ever a good thing? When was that ever a fucking good thing? And to anyone here that thinks, oh, this motherfucking liberal Democrat ass motherfucker, he only wants to blah blah blah. Listen here, bitch. The very first time that I was ever pissed off and disgusted with a president was Bill fucking Clinton when I was 10 years old, bitch. Bill fucking Clinton, when this motherfucking bitch ass lied to my fucking face and then came back was like, oh, I guess I did fuck that girl. Sorry, y'all, I was lying. I did actually go ahead and intercourse that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I remember that shit live on fucking TV, bro. I remember that shit live on fucking TV. So don't think that I'm here only to fucking call out some red ass bullshit. I call out bullshit when I fucking see bullshit, man. And that was some fucking horseshit. That was some fucking horseshit. That motherfucker should have been gone. That motherfucker should have been gone from office out of that shit, man. You can't trust people like that. And you also can't trust Hillary for fucking staying with someone like that. So no, I never thought she was gonna be good either. I never thought she was good. I never thought he was good. After that fucking shit, no, you can't trust a woman like that stays with a man like that. Get the fuck out of here. No, so don't think that I've ever been like, oh man, just going for your blue. Nah, fuck you, man. Fuck you and all your people who are out for this side, that side. Nah, man, I'm for logic, reason, and morality. Where the fuck did that shit go? Where the fuck did morals go in America? Goddamn thing of the fucking past. Morals and education. People were worried about fucking Y2K fucking up the computers and shit, man. Apparently when the millennium changed over, morals and empathy, gone forever. Fuck it. Completely gone. Completely fucking gone. So yeah, it just fucking sucks to be an American, honestly. It just fucking sucks to be an American. If you give a shit about stuff like this, you know? If you just want to like live your life, America's fine. America's whatever. Unless, of course, you get fucking busted up by ICE. Unless, of course, you're just trying to drive from point A to point B and you come across some fucking, you know, and you come across some fucking shit and you just can't and you get fucking shot in the face. You know, America's great other than that. But, you know, so that's why, like, it's such a conflicting way to exist because my life is fine. My life is fine. But every time I look out the window and I compare it to what I see on, say, like the news / you know, YouTube, Reddit, whatever, you just wonder. It's like, man, when am I going to see some shit? When am I going to come across this shit? Because, like, I really don't want to. I really don't fucking want to. I really just think that none of this has to be this way. I mean, do you look at like how much fucking money is going to how much fucking shit, bro? I think I saw something like the Pentagon's getting like 80 fucking quadrillion dollars, 80 fucking bajillion, you know, sending it to fucking Venezuela, sending it to fucking Israel, sending it fucking everywhere. We can't get a goddamn fucking anything for free. We can't get healthcare for free. not even free, taxpayer healthcare. We can't get shit organized in this fucking country. And then you'll have some people who are like, yup, man, this is exactly how it should be right now. We're doing a great fucking job. We're doing a great fucking job. Yeehaw. Stupid ass motherfuckers. It's actually really funny. I don't talk about this a lot in the poker. Actually, a lot. I don't talk about this ever in the poker Discord. But anyone who is, from the poker that is over here now, I actually, part of what had me come back to poker is like, I came back to poker at exactly November of 2024. What happened November 2024? I just realized how many people in this country must still be, for lack of better terms, like borderline mentally disabled. If you're gonna have damn near a third of this country voting for this stupid motherfucker, and then another damn near third of this country not voting at all, then I have to take advantage of somehow. I have to play my poker because because apparently the population of America is really fucking stupid right now. Apparently the population of America is really, really fucking stupid right now. So that was my logic. And it's actually been pretty, pretty reasonable. Most of America is very fucking dumb right now. It's the two things is actually, that was one of them. And then I even was thinking about it earlier when I went out to the grocery store. Every time I get in my car and drive, it's like, nah, man, people really are like just fucking stupid. Like genuinely stupid. When you see the things that people do behind the wheel of a vehicle, it's like, oh man, y'all really are like working with very little up there. I didn't know. I try to not project a lot, but I just do. And I kind of just assume that most people like follow like really basic variations of logic and reasoning and all that shit. And now, and like whenever I, leave my house once again, like I see how other people interact with the universe, it's like, oh no, dude, some people really are just winging it. Some people really are just winging it. And, if they just happen to, get from point A to point B, they just happen to get from, they eat food, they live, they go to the bathroom, they have a job, and they exist. And that fact alone is shocking. It's shocking with how many people are able to pull that shit off. How many people are able to be an adult after just like seeing how people think, how people, kind of like evaluate the world. It's like, damn, you really can just like be an adult, can't you? Like, I'm shocked that I can do it. I'm shocked that I can do it sometimes. And I feel like I have at least minimal mental capacity. And when I see people who have less than me, it's like, fucking hell, bro. And you can vote. And that's why we're in this fucking mess. And you can fucking vote. Your vote is as equal as mine. We each get one. And that's why we're in this fucking mess. And I'm not saying I'm some goddamn fucking genius where if it was like I got 10 votes and someone else got one, like everything would be better. But it's like, nah, man. There's just like some fatal flaw in the system. Some fatal fucking flaw in the system. Ever since, and I'm not even fucking joking, bro. Ever since, and I must have been like, what, 8 years old, 9 years old? No, I think probably, 7 or 8. Because we learned this shit pretty early in school. I think like third grade or so. As soon as I learned about the Electoral College, I was like, that's fucking stupid. I was like, teacher, why would they not just do it where we all vote and whoever wins wins? Like, why wouldn't you just use like the logical way? Like, why is every person's vote not really? It's like, well, really what we're going to do is we're going to actually really vote for a series of electors, and then they're going to make their decision based on your best interests if they want to. And I'm like, that's like really, really stupid, because that is not how you would decide anything in life. So why would you decide the president of the fucking world, basically, since the president of the United States is so fucking powerful? Why would you not decide that the most powerful elected leader, on planet Earth isn't just put in on a system that is based on merit by everybody? Like the fact that we even have things like swing states is really fucking stupid. It's really fucking stupid. And it just gives too much power to too little places. Like I feel like as someone who's always either lived in Massachusetts or California, I feel like my vote is effectively never counted, honestly. Because even though I do vote, I just feel like, okay, I mean, I live in a blue state and in our state, like pretty much almost always votes blue for as long as I've been alive. I mean, I haven't done this exact research, but I'm pretty sure that Massachusetts has always voted blue. I know that California had a Republican governor, Arnold, for a while, so I don't know if they voted red ever, but like I know that California has been pretty much a blue state for, most of American history. So for lack of better terms, I would just really enjoy it if I could, vote during election time and feel like it was going towards something other than the continuation of blueness. Like it just never feels as if I'm getting my own fair value. Like unless you live in one of these aforementioned swing states, like your vote really doesn't count. Honestly, it's like just kind of how it feels. I mean, sure, there are some states like Georgia, Arizona that will like flip every once in a while, and that's awesome. That's just amazing. But it would be great if everyone's vote just always counted. That's I don't don't know. That just seems logical to me. But fuck do I know? I don't know shit about fuck. I don't know shit about fuck. But hey, that's all I can really say about the fucking country and the world and this and that right now. Like before I fucking lose my goddamn head. Dink? We dinked it. My life is good. Got some good food at the store. Got some good food on the way home. I'm gonna continue to grind some poker. Upgraded to the higher version. For those of you who are not poker players, upgraded to a slightly more in-depth version of GTO Wizard so I can do a little more studying, a little slightly more games. The Straddle Anti version for Club Dub to be specific. I already had the live. So I keep calling it live, but like I only use the two blind version for live poker. Like I don't play two blind on live or online. I'm not gonna check it for like coin poker or anything else. Like those games are those games, bro. But yeah, so other things I'd like to do in life and kind of like just like to branch out. Every time I'm on camera, I feel like I'm talking about poker. I don't want to talk about poker. I'm just like letting some people know who may have come from there once again, what I've been up to. Arc Raiders, I want to get back into / play more of. I played one game earlier today, which is the most I've played. Like I think it's actually the first game I played all year in 2026. I have not actually fired up a single round of Arc Raiders. Like I haven't gone into raid and extracted and this and that. And this is the very first time I did all year, and it's just because I'm been once again grinding cards. Just haven't had the time to do it. But I would like to. The Fortnite channel is kind of just like sitting there not doing anything. I would love to turn the Fortnite channel into like a shooter channel and make Arc Raiders part of that. Pokemon channel, we actually did a video on just last week because we opened up some Gundam cards. So feel free to you can actually find that video very easily. Just search free Pokemon giveaway GDO3 because I opened up the third set in Gundam, which is, they call it GDO3 Steel Requiem. But I put in GDO3 in the title, and so every time I search that, it just comes right up. So free Pokemon giveaway GDO3 if you want to watch me open up basically quite a bit of Gundam cards. I opened up 4 starter decks. Two were doubles, so STO7, STO8, the 2 newest starter decks. I got 2 of each because you need 2 to actually play the deck. And then I also acquired I have 2 booster boxes of GDO3, and I opened one on recording, and we edit it, and it's actually solid video. So go check that out if you want to see some Gundam cards. Really beautiful card, really beautiful quality. And if you're a fan of the Gundam series, you're bound to see several people, characters, Gundam, this and that you are like familiar with. The main reason why I got into this, honestly, is because my favorite Gundam, Gundam 00, just became the starter deck, of STO7. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, I gotta play my Celestial Being. It's literally called CB, or like it's a CB is like on the cards for their traits. So like you're playing CB cards, Celestial Being cards. That's the organization. What is it called? Celestial Drive, something like that. Yeah, Celestial Drive. And it's just like it features all my favorite characters, all my favorite characters. It's basically the deck is like built around Setsuna and Lock-On, and then you get like Tieria and Alleluia as kind of like support, and then you get like Misumaragi as another like kind of spell support card. No, we still might have it. This is like pretty much like the hardest shot, like regular shot in the game. Trying to make this little patch of grass surrounded by out of bounds. But that's been cool. That's been fun. So we're going to try and play that, and, talk about this. My birthday was last week and I turned 38, but I was sick as a fucking dog, bro. Like I just got like this. I went and played so my birthday was on Tuesday, a week ago from today. Today was actually my grandma's birthday. RIP. Love you, grandma. I miss you so fucking much. Today's the 17th of February, which was her birthday. She would be, 86 today? She'd be 86 today. But yeah, so last week today, because mine's on the 10th, hers on the 17th, I was just so unbelievably sick that I probably wouldn't have done much of it anyway other than grinding, but like I didn't do anything. So like I was saying on Tuesday is when it was, but on Saturday I went to Lucky Lady I was playing, and I must have picked something up, bro. I must have picked something up because it was or no. I went on Friday. Then I hit that really hard. On Friday, I went to Lucky Lady. Saturday, I stayed home because I was honestly like a little nervous because Sunday was the Super Bowl for the Patriots. Watch that. We got our asses whooped. All good. I was happy for the Seahawks, honestly. Like, we were never even supposed to be there, Patriots. So it's like, I was legit just happy for the Seahawks. It was fine. Like, I didn't even, like, of course I wanted to win, but after I saw how the game was going, it was like, oh, we're never coming close to winning this one. So like, that was all good. I watched that with Big Jackson. Shout out to Jackson. We watched that on Discord. His first Super Bowl ever that he got to watch. And I took a nap after that because, of course, Patriots getting destroyed in the Super Bowl is never something that I wanted to watch. So I was like, all right, I'll take a little nap and kind of play some poker afterwards. But I woke up from that nap. I woke up at like 10%, man. It was like I've been hit by the cold/flu truck. I was done. I was out of it. I was not getting it. And so from that Sunday night to really, honest to God, I don't even feel fully better now. And that was like 10 days ago. I was still coughing up earlier and still thinking about taking a cough drop earlier, but I'm for the most, I mean, still a little bit of a runny nose earlier, but I'm for the most part, I'm good. I'm back to normal. I'm at like 95, percent. But yeah, it took a while. This was probably one of my worst, this may have been my worst cold, just straight cold ever. I actually had like a 6 hour period of time where I thought I had COVID because I just like completely lost my sense of smell. It was like so gone. And I was like, oh man, it may be like really, it may be the one, but it wasn't. It was just, it came back. It came back like after I took another nap. But yeah, I've never experienced that where like I was eating food and it was just like, yeah, you're going to feel this in your mouth, but you are not going to taste it at all. Like it was very, very odd sensation. So I actually definitely feel bad for people who, had COVID and lost that sense of taste and like never got it back. That was the first time I've ever experienced that. And it was very odd. And I was so glad when I kind of woke up the next morning and I went to drink like a protein shake and I could actually taste it. I was like, yes, it's back. It's back. And so like I'm pretty sure like just like my sinuses were clogged like for like one brief period and like they were really clogged because I mean I was bad. I was bad. Right in the sand. All right. But yeah, aside from that, like 2026 for me has honestly been going pretty decent. Poker wise, I've been getting kind of my ass whooped low key, like especially in live, like not really whooped, but like just had some pretty negative variants in January, and then in February it was like a little break even to start, but like my last week, especially online, has been like crazy run good. In my last live session too, I had a really nice session. The one that I got sick on, pretty much. At least it was worth it to get sick in it. But yeah, so I feel like the upswing is en route. We are it's happening right now. I'm not really I don't really believe in like swings like that, but I feel confident in my game. I feel like I've been getting better and better every day, and I that's like the real worry for me is like becoming stagnant, and that's when I feel like I actually can start falling behind or losing money or this and that. Like not really losing money, but if you know. But yeah, I don't really have let's see, we're on hole 15. We got 18 holes to play, so we don't really have too much else to talk about. So I'm glad that I got like a lot of that shit off my chest. Like, to go back to kind of like what we were talking about before, it's like you got people literally like we had in a week's period of time 2 people that were shot and killed by ICE. Every time I read shit online about these people, ICE, they are doing something illegal. They're holding someone illegally. They're detaining children. They're withholding people from medical services. They're strangling people. They're murdering people. They're raping people. They're doing everything that you would expect the bad guys in the movie to do. So we've officially become it. We are the fucking bad guys. The rest of the world gets to look at us. The rest of the world gets to shame us, mock us, and look at us like a bunch of fucking idiots because we are. So it's either that. Either you continue, and it's like that's the thing that like really like fucking pisses me off too. It's like I got a lot of people in my life that I really love, but man, a lot of people just absolutely love to not even think about this shit. And it's like, bro, I get that you can't change it, but you at least got to acknowledge what the fuck's going on this planet, man. Like that's like half the fucking problem. That is half the fucking problem, is that some people just don't even want to acknowledge what is happening right now, And I'm not saying I'm gonna change a goddamn fucking thing by sitting here and bitching and moaning today, okay? I know I'm not gonna change anything. I don't have the power to change anything. But whenever I have so many friends, I'm like, hey, so if like you've seen this like shit that's going on, 90% of the response that I get from my friends, which is like just like sad, because these are people who I love and respect and have always held in very high regard, but there's only maybe 1 or 2 who I could genuinely go to and be like, yeah, have you seen like the news lately? And they'd be like, oh fuck yeah, man, can you believe this, that, and the other thing? And it's like just for example, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, like the picture, like the scene, if you watch the whole fucking thing, is disgusting. Fucking Pam Bondi, the most evil fucking person who is consistently in front of a microphone these days, was like asked to just acknowledge these Epstein victims behind her, just asked to acknowledge their fucking existence, and she's just sitting there like looking ahead, just sitting there looking like she can't even turn around and be like, sorry that we fucked this up so fucking bad, like my fucking bad, our bad, we really are fucking sorry. Like it's just some like, I thought women were fucking supposed to be in this together. I thought y'all were supposed to be in this together against the men. I really did. I thought y'all were supposed to have each other's fucking backs. I really fucking did. And then you come across people like her, and it's like, nah, man, their evil is almost boundless, because it's like, once I'm taken care of, it's like the immigrant shit. Once I'm taken care of, fuck yeah. Like, I don't need to worry about anybody else. That's why I think that people who are like entitled and stupid are almost like less evil, because they've always been this way. But if you've ever needed the help of others to gain your humanity, and then you also don't want to provide that to other people in your exact same category of life, you are extra fucking fucking evil. You really are, because you acknowledge the struggle. You acknowledge the problem, but for some reason you think you're better. You think you deserved the help, and the other women, the other minorities, the other immigrants don't. And it's like, that shit is like, that's next level to me. That is really next level. To even be able to come across that kind of fucking thinking. To even come across that kind of fucking, because to have to fight for so much for so long, not even for equality, but just for a bigger piece of the pie, because we know this is a fucking white man's world and it's always going to be a white man's world. So you're never going to get the equality that they have. So just to get a little bit more, if that's so hard, then you would think that you would retain that kind of like struggle in your heart for the rest of your life. Like, we don't live that fucking long. Like 5-10 years shouldn't be enough to change a person that dramatic. Like, that's fucking disgusting. It really is. It really fucking is. That's why it's hard to, like, I get it. I get why people want to just stick their head in the sand and be like, yeah, I don't pay attention to this shit, you know? But I think the shame is important. I think you have to feel the shame. We should be feeling the shame of our fucking country. We should be feeling the shame of our fellow fucking, you know, countrymen. We should be feeling the shame of what we've made, what we've lived in, because I guess, like, it just shows we've all been too complacent. Every fucking one of us has been too damn complacent. Got too comfortable. We got too fucking comfortable. And then this fascism shit just rose up. MAGA just rose up. Used to be the Proud Boys, used to be the Tea Party, used to be this, used to be that. But it's always been the same fucking bullshit, bro. It's always been the same fucking bullshit, you know? So that's why I don't think that this is even anything new. It's just like, when I was a kid, I wasn't smart enough to see it. When I was a kid, I wasn't fucking smart enough to see it. Now, when I can do my research and look back, it's like, nah, man, this fucking country's always been this way. We just maybe had a slight dip, a slight blip in the radar, a slight fucking wave downward of racism that allowed someone named Barack Obama to get elected president, okay? And that was basically it. And like, that gave a huge false sense of security to like, oh, I guess shit's like actually changing, and, you know, hope and all that shit that he ran on is like maybe real, you know? And maybe it actually is gonna, you know, be better at some point. And, you know, even he fucking drone strike the shit out of the Middle East. So it's like, we can't fucking win, bro. We can't fucking win. Can't fucking win. So that's happy, sad, good, and bad for me for today. You know, this is the last hole. But I'm gonna try and do these a little more often, because like, getting this shit off my chest really does help. And I know for a fucking fact I ain't the only one feeling this shit, bro. I know for a fucking fact I ain't the only one feeling just like, because here's the thing, and it doesn't seem like this way, because like, I drive from LA to Boston, equivalent basically, to visit my family and to come back home and to come back to where I live and this and that a lot. So I get to see a lot of America. And I drive across America. I've done it 8 times, which is more than I think most people who live in this country ever have. I've seen a lot more of America than most people in the world have or ever have. And I say this with all due sincerity and honesty. I fucking love this country. I love the land that I step on. I love the ground. I love the roads. I even love some of the fucking people, okay? I love being an American. So to feel all this tension, pulling, it rips my fucking heart apart. It rips my soul apart. It rips apart who I am as a human being. I feel constant pride and disgust. And that's where we'll leave off today. But yeah, thank you all. Love you all. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.